Celebrate Christmas Day with ITV and a festive Freshfields.
You never grow out of Christmas. I'm sure I'll still feel the same when I'm an old lady.
Freshfields carried away with Christmas spirit. At 7:30, first-class fun with Minder on the Orient Express.
I've always regretted I never travelled more extensively, you know. But her indoors held me back.
At 9:30, Des O'Connor, Dudley Moore and the Queen of Soap.
Get out of here, Dex. I never want to see you again as long as I live.
That's Alex.
At 10:50...
I'm in love. Since when? Half an hour ago. It's great. I feel restless and I'm dizzy. It's wonderful.
That's Gregory's Girl in an evening of top comedy for Christmas Day on ITV.
Camden for Vauxhall and Ford, Camden for Peugeot and Citroën, plus hundreds of used cars all under one roof. Camden, Leighton Buzzard.
The Wallace Kings Home City Best Ever Sale starts Boxing Day, 10 a.m. Suites, furniture, beds and carpets up to half original price.
Trust the Danes to offer the one thing that is never out of tune with people's tastes. Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world.
I'm shy, Mary Ellen, I'm shy.
Yes. Hot, soothing Lemsip all round,
said Professor Peel.
Lemsip contains medicines, paracetamol for your head, a decongestant for your nose, and something for your cough.
I'm shy, hairy lemon, I'm...
Lemsip. Real medicines in a hot lemon drink.
I want you to stare deeply within this smoke and analyze what you are seeing. Gaze into this rich, sensuous curl. Now relax and tell Dr. Freud what you are seeing. Himmel, are you seeing what I am seeing? A nude woman turning slowly with a bunch of radishes?
Aromatic, easy smoking Erinmore. You'll be crazy about it.
Mrs. Kathleen Conlon of Sunderland tells us why she feeds her cat Best Ever Whiskers.
Marmalade always knows when it's Whiskers time. And as soon as he sees the tin, he does a little dance. When I give him his Whiskers, I feel close to him. He enjoys it so much, tucking into it and licking the plate clean.
That's because our nutritionists have been improving the quality of every one of Whiskers' 14 different varieties to ensure that today they're the most appetizing ever.
When he eats Whiskers, he'll sit back and he'll look up at you and watch you say, I've had a good meal and thank you.
Best Ever Whiskers. In tests, 8 out of 10 owners who expressed a preference said their cats preferred it.
Martini extra dry. Have it with or without. With friends, with pleasure. Martini extra dry. It's there to be discovered.
Make yourself at home.
Come into Courts and
Make yourself at home.
you can afford to
Make yourself at home at Courts.
Hurry into Courts sale for the biggest savings ever.
Make yourself at home.
come into Courts and
Make yourself at home.
you can afford to
Make yourself at home at Courts.
Courts sale has half-price offers and starts Boxing Day.
To receive brochures for holidays advertised on Anglia television, ring DIS 4111 with your request.
Banish the blues after Christmas and watch the Tubes report on the year of Band-Aid. Max Headroom, computer personality, was once a rather fetching humanoid specimen.
Why?
He saw the Rebus tape.
He's the best-known reporter on air.
Tina Turner's trying her luck. Friday, the 27th of December is worth staying in for. On 4, of course.
This is Anglia. And now, the time at 5:30. We join the studios of ITN for the latest world news.
Mount Etna erupts. 1 man is dead and 14 are injured. The Queen talks about the good news. She praises the unsung heroes. A man armed with a knife holds a 4-year-old hostage. And Winnie Mandela visits her husband, but goes home to face rearrest. Good evening. A Christmas Day eruption of Mount Etna in Sicily has left 1 man dead and 14 people injured, some of them seriously. The 10,000-foot volcano spewed a stream of molten lava down its slopes, and a tourist hotel was destroyed by earth tremors. Luckily, the worst-hit area was largely uninhabited.
In the early hours of this morning, a sudden earth tremor shook the slopes of Mount Etna and the volcano split asunder. Soon, a stream of molten lava 50 yards wide was pouring down the mountainside. Etna is the only active volcano in Europe, and this was its 130th recorded eruption. As the glowing trail of lava spewed out, families spending Christmas in this hotel were jolted awake as the ground shook. Most guests and staff fled the building, but 1 man in his 30s stayed inside to get his wife and small son out. They survived, but another shock brought the hotel crashing down on top of him. Fortunately, the lava flow was channeled into an uninhabited valley in this wild area of Sicily. But the emergency services were standing by. 2 years ago, Mount Etna, which has 200 small craters, erupted for 129 days, causing millions of pounds worth of damage. The small number of people living near Etna are spending this Christmas watching and waiting to see if the volcano subsides or continues to erupt.
Here, Christmas celebrations have been affected by bad weather in many parts. The royal family joined a packed congregation at St. George's Chapel in Windsor for their traditional Christmas service. But at the end of the service, it was time for umbrellas, although the Queen Mother had some problems with hers as the Princess of Wales surveyed the storm clouds. With the rain and Christmas dinner waiting, Prince Philip was anxious to get everyone into the cars. Princess Michael of Kent was dressed against the weather, as was Princess Diana, but Prince Charles wanted to make sure everyone was on their way home. Princess Alexandra in a military-style coat formed the rearguard. In her Christmas broadcast, the Queen concentrated on the good news, which she said was often easy to overlook among the year's bad news. Her message, which was beamed by satellite to Europe and Scandinavia for the first time, highlighted the service and bravery of ordinary men and women. She said that their efforts in industry and in both voluntary and public service often went unrecognised.
It used to be said that no news is good news. But today you might well think that good news is no news. Yet there is a lot of good news, and some wonderful things are going on, in spite of the frightening headlines. Just think of the quiet courage and dedication of the peacekeepers and the rescue workers, and all those who work so hard to restore shattered lives and disrupted communities. But while bravery and service to the community are recognized by honors and awards, there are many ways in which people can make good news. Success in industry and commerce, for instance, creates the wealth that provides so many of the things that make life happier and more comfortable. Christmas is a time of good news. I believe it is a time to look at the good things of life and to remember that there are a great many people trying to make the world a better place, even though their efforts may go unrecognized. There's a lesson in this for us all, and we should never forget our obligation to make our own individual contributions, however small, towards the sum of human goodness.
Among the stories of courage and services highlighted by the Queen were the efforts of 2 firemen from Milford Haven, Mr. Terence Langdon and Mr. Michael George. They were both awarded the Queen's Gallantry Medal for helping to rescue people trapped on board a ship after an explosion. Michael George spoke today about his part in the rescue and his feelings about the award.
There was an explosion which killed 4 men.
and the brigade were called, and whilst we were carrying out rescues, there was a second explosion in which 15 other people were injured, and then subsequently, whilst we were doing our own rescues of ourselves, there was a third explosion, and most of the injured were firemen. I don't think fear comes into it. At the time, you're too busy to be frightened. Probably later, you wish you were anywhere but there. And at Christmas, we must think about the people who have actually lost people, the families of the 4 dead men. The good things, it shows up the spirit of the fire brigade, generally, and it's recognition, I think, of the whole British fire service. It's unfortunate, really, that whatever accident you see, in the forefront you will always see the firemen, and sometimes their actions go unrewarded and unrecognised. I think on this occasion that we've been singled out as individuals for a team effort.
The problems of Britain's inner cities and violence in South Africa were among the subjects tackled in a Christmas message to Anglicans from the Archbishop of York. Here's what he said.
Usually the Church of England Christmas message comes from Canterbury, but the Archbishop, Dr. Robert Runcie, is recovering from an operation, so this year the Archbishop of York took over the job. He spoke of a feeling of powerlessness over political dilemmas and suggested the feeling was not confined to the man in the street.
There is also a sense of powerlessness among the allegedly powerful, who may well feel no less trapped by the constraints within which they have to make their decisions. We hear it again and again, don't we? There's no alternative.
The Archbishop also mentioned a recent visit he made to South Africa.
And came away oppressed with the sense that events there in South Africa are moving inexorably in the direction of further violence and bloody conflict.
And in the Middle East, he said, mistrust and hatred showed no sign of diminishing.
And as we think about that particular cauldron on this Christmas day, let us pray for our fellow Christians in the land where it all began.
The Pope has appealed to Catholics around the world to build a new society based on justice and godliness. In his traditional Christmas message, he said the birth of Christ gave hope in a world weighed down by a massive suffering. He ended by wishing Christians a happy Christmas in 51 languages. Armed police are surrounding a block of flats at Northolt in Middlesex, where a man wielding a kitchen knife is holding a 4-year-old child hostage. It's believed he's the father. The police were called after a woman staggered out of the flat with knife wounds. She later died in hospital. Friends and relatives have been trying to negotiate with him, and at one point he climbed out of the window using a woman as a shield. She managed to struggle free and he jumped back through the kitchen window. This evening, the siege is continuing and police are talking to the man by telephone. Another 4 black people have died in violence in South Africa, and the anti-apartheid leader Winnie Mandela has called it a Christmas day of mourning. She took her family to visit her husband Nelson Mandela in Cape Town's Pollsmoor prison. Mrs. Mandela had cancelled a protest vigil outside the jail because she said the security forces were trigger-happy after recent white deaths. And after the visit, she was clearly worried about her husband.
This particular Christmas is far worse than any of the Christmases he has had in prison.
Why is that?
Because he's held in solitary confinement in hospital. We saw him in his pajamas and in his hospital attire.
Mrs. Mandela said she'd be going back home to Soweto, risking arrest again for breaking a government banning order. One of Britain's oldest variety halls has been ruined by fire. More than 70 firemen were unable to save the New Town Theatre in Newcastle. No one was injured in the blaze, but the building had to be evacuated and the area closed off when the stage collapsed. The theatre, which is 118 years old, is a Grade 1 listed building. Its wooden stage machinery was one of the only 2 working sets left in the world. The smoke from the blaze could be seen up to 10 miles away. And that's the news so far on Christmas Day. I'll be back with the late news at 10:40, and I hope you'll be able to join us then. Till then, we wish you a very happy Christmas.
And now the weather, and during the next 24 hours, most parts of the region will be cloudy with showers or longer periods of rain. Some of the rain will be heavy at times, more especially during tomorrow afternoon. It will remain mild, with temperatures overnight falling to near 4 degrees and rising to around 8 degrees tomorrow. Southwesterly winds will gradually back to become southeast to east by late tomorrow and will freshen a little. And the outlook for Friday and Saturday becoming very cold, with bleak northerly winds and with wintry showers. That's the weather. Name that tune. The challenge is issued next on Anglia.
Joshua Taylor, Cambridge. Sale starts Friday the 27th of December. Genuine bargains in all departments. Don't miss the Joshua Taylor sale in Cambridge.
Grandee is a mild, cool smoking cigar whose quality and pedigree commend it chiefly to the more discerning.
His Majesty will receive you in the maze.
No one is too grand for a grandee.
When you've got a bit of a problem with a gas appliance, call the gas people.
I wonder if you could possibly help. This is Kenway, is it? Is your central heating not working? We'll have to see what we can do about it.
We're committed to service.
Engineer will be round.
And we can help.
Mrs. Kenway, I've come to fix your central heating.
Our service engineers are experienced, thoroughly trained, care about their work and how it's done.
It won't give you any more trouble.
Thank you very much indeed.
Cheerio.
Bye-bye.
We believe in giving good service and giving it with care.
Mr. Wallace, gas 5.
British Gas, committed to service.
Caliber from Guinness. No alcohol. No joke.
At 8:45 tonight over on Channel 4, Robert Powell tells the remarkable story of the dancing world's perfect partnership, Fontaine and Nureyev. Well, hello and a very good evening to you from all of us here at Anglia House. I hope that you're having a very enjoyable and entertaining Christmas Day. Well, don't forget that in just a little while we have for you Coronation Street. But first of all, it's time for us to issue that challenge when we ask you to name that tune.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that tune! Yes, the show where a lucky contestant could win more than £1,200 in cash. A special prize, this 14-inch portable colour television with computer input. And the chance to win this. Yes, our big prize on this week's Name That Tune. Songs from Maggie Moon. And the orchestra conducted by Alan Brayton. And now, meet your host and compere for the evening, Lionel Blair.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening and welcome once again to Name That Tune. And a very warm welcome to the two most important people on our show, our contestants for this evening. From Walton-on-Thames in Surrey, Carol Morland. And from Washington, in Tyne and Wear, Philip Barclay. Hello, Carol. How are you feeling? You still nervous?
Yes, a little bit.
Listen, you sing with a vocal group, I hear.
Yes.
Yes, and all pop songs.
Middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Well, I hope we've got some middle of the road songs for you tonight. Good luck. Hello. Hello. How do you do? I hear you like strong romantic ballads. Is that right? Yes. Well, I hope we've got some ballads for you this evening. Yes. But we've got a lot of other songs too. And let's get on with our first game, which is Melody Roulette. £50, but ahead with £235. And the winner of tonight's special prize is Phil. Well, we're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with Golden Medley to see which lucky contestant wins a chance to go for the car. So see you in a couple of minutes on Name That Tune.
New York City? Mexico City? London City?
No, it's Carpet City.
Miles and miles of carpet priced down to sell fast, always in stock. For lounges, kitchens, halls, stairs, bathrooms and bedrooms. Come to your favourite city.
Carpet City.
You got it.
Brighton, for all seasons. Hotels, restaurants, attractions, breaks to suit all tastes and pockets. Visit the Spring Shopping Festival. Ask now for free brochure.
Guess who's giving away smart party glasses? Wearing dicky boots.
Barrett's of Woodbridge. Sale starts Friday. 20% off our usual prices of stag furniture. On Friday at Barrett's of Woodbridge.
Mrs. Kathleen Conlon of Sunderland tells us why she feeds her cat best ever whiskers.
Marmalade always knows when it's whiskers time. And as soon as he sees the tin, he does a little dance. When I give him his whiskers, I feel close to him. He enjoys it so much, tucking into it and licking the plate clean.
That's because our nutritionists have been improving the quality of every one of Whisker's 14 different varieties to ensure that today they're the most appetizing ever.
When he eats whiskers, he'll sit back and he'll look up at you and watch you say, I've had a good meal and thank you.
Best ever Whiskers. In tests, 8 out of 10 owners who expressed a preference said their cats preferred it.
I was just about to enjoy one of my 6 mild, smooth-smoking Panama cigars when I noticed the date, the 6th of the 6th. Page 6 just fell open. And there in the 6th race, number 6, lucky 6, 6 to 1. So I put 6 quid on it. And Lady Luck did indeed look down on me that day. It came in 6th.
Panama, the cigar with 6 appeal.
B&Q's greatest ever DIY sale starts 10 a.m. tomorrow, and it's bursting with bargains. Our incredible opening offers include 2.5 litres of Dulux Vinyl Matte Solid Emulsion, the first 15 for £1. Yes, £1 each. Pick up a big value Avru 3-way ladder. The first 3 are only £5 each. And the first 3 Opal Corner video units are yours for just £10 each. B&Q's greatest ever DIY sale, bursting with bargains. Starts 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Now, the most important game in the show so far, Golden Medley. This is the game in which the contestant who names the most tunes in 30 seconds gets the chance for the big prize tune and hopefully win that supercar. For each tune you name, up to 6, you win £50. If you are able to name a 7th tune, then the 7th tune is worth an extra £200, making a grand total of £500. Here we go. With Golden Medley, your 30 seconds of music starts now. Don't say another word. So, you said it was the Westminster Waltz, right? Well, if that is the title on this card, it was written by arranger and conductor Robert Farnham. It won an Ivor Novello Award in 1956 for the most outstanding light orchestral composition. It was also used as part of Torval and Dean's programme when they won their Olympic medal, and it's called Westminster Waltz. You've won the car. We'll see you again very soon. Come on.
Name That Tune will be back next Tuesday at 7:30. Next on Anglia, Christmas Day down Coronation Street.
Wake up to Hatfield's sale. It starts Friday with bargains in all departments. Hatfields of Colchester, positively home from home.
To reflect your highest standards, Nescafe Gold Blend introduced the seal of quality. Your assurance of all the flavor of the finest Arabica beans. So rich, so pure, so smooth. No other coffee can surpass it. Pure gold.
I never settle for anything less.
Reach for the Gold Blend standard. Only from Nescafe.
Grandee is a mild, cool smoking cigar whose quality and pedigree commend it chiefly to the more discerning.
His Majesty will receive you in the maze.
No one is too grand for a grandee.
Visit Wonderland for amazing savings on normal prices on quality home furnishings with immediate delivery. Choose from hundreds of lounge suites, beautiful Italian reproduction furniture, massive stocks of wall coverings, carpets and the latest luxurious bed designs for your home. Discover Wonderland at Bridge Street, Northampton.
This is a lager commercial with a difference. It's for a lager called Calabar, which is brewed by Guinness. It's brewed in the normal way. All the best hops and barley. But the difference with Calabar is that it has no alcohol in it. Now that might sound like a joke. But it isn't.
Celebrate Christmas Day with ITV and a festive Fresh Fields.
You never grow out of Christmas. I'm sure I'll still feel the same when I'm an old lady.
Fresh Fields carried away with Christmas spirit at 7:30, first-class fun with Minder on the Orient Express.
I've always regretted I never travelled more extensively, you know. But her indoors held me back.
At 9:30, Des O'Connor, Dudley Moore and the Queen of Soap.
Get out of here, Dex. I never want to see you again as long as I live.
That's Alex.
At 10:50...
I'm in love. Since when? Half an hour ago. It's great. I feel restless and I'm dizzy. It's wonderful.
That's Gregory's Girl in an evening of top comedy for Christmas Day on ITV.
On cue for a laugh, that's Max Boyce and Emlyn Hughes. They join snooker ace Steve Davis for a new series of A Frame with Davis, and that's at 6:30 tomorrow afternoon on Channel 4. Well, you're watching Anglia Television on this Christmas Day. I hope you stay with us for the rest of the evening because, as you've just seen, we've got some pretty good entertainment lined up for you tonight. Now, it's Christmas Day down Coronation Street.
There's only 4 of us, isn't there?
Yes.
Well, you're giving me too many knives and forks.
No, give everybody 2 of each.
Oh, I